So I saw this video. I thought that was very interesting, and I like to have this conversation where they're asking people, who do they love more, their spouse or their children? Let's go ahead and roll that.
More important, your husband or your kids?
My husband.
Why?
Because he gave me my kids, and I knew him before my kids. Yeah.
So you would love your husband more than your kids?
I'm not. No. I would love him more. Yeah. Yeah. But no. I mean, I wouldn't compare it though. Yeah. But I would love him more. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. More important, your wife or your kids?
My wife.
Wife.
My wife is, because she's the one that gave me the kids. So that's why.
Okay. Would you love your husband or your kids more?
My kids.
Why?
I don't know. I still love my husband, but I think my kids more. Yeah.
Let's weigh in. Now, when you get married, we talking about married. When you get married, you take a vow before the Lord. And when you take a vow before the Lord, you're joining together with this woman, and vice versa. If you're a woman, you join together with this man, right? To make a life together. How it's supposed to be is supposed to be, let's say me as a man, it's supposed to be God first, then my spouse, then my kids, then, my extended family, rest of the world, all that. Talking about an area what I love, right? The reason why I would agree with some of them saying their spouse over their children does not mean you don't love your children. Doesn't mean that. It means that you have a special love for your children, but let's call it what it is. See, if you never had your children grow up just yet, and you have not had grown children, then you will understand this a little more, those of you who do have grown children. Them children is going to, they great when they small, but they're going to grow up and then they're going to leave. They're going to get their own man, they're going to get their own woman, and they're going to go live their life. And they're not going to be coming to see you every day. They may not even come see you every week. They'll probably call you or FaceTime you or something, but they're living their own life. You understand? Now, take it your spouse. Your spouse is going to be there with you when those children grow up and leave you, because they will. They're not going to be worrying with you or anything like that. Doesn't mean they don't love you, but they grown up and they going to live their life. Now, when you want to go somewhere, right, vacation, or you just want to watch TV and different things that you want to do, who you going to do that with? Your spouse. You don't show all this love to your children and then disrespect your spouse, because they got some people that do that at times, that they'll do all this, they say, forget him. It's about my kids and this, that, and the third, or forget her. It's about, now, of course, we're talking about something within reason, but you always choose your spouse, because that spouse is going to be there when them children not. Now, I know some of you aren't married. I know some of you can't fathom that mindset, but even if you are single and by yourself, those children's going to leave you, and you're going to really notice how by yourself you are when them children grow up and leave you. Matter of fact, when they get into that teenage stage, how many of you have been through that with children? When they get to that teenage stage, they didn't change. When they were younger, they're all mom and daddy, they want to be underneath you. They want to try to sleep in your bed. They want to do all kind of things. Now they get older, they stay in their room all the time, or they would talking with the friends, or want to go do this and that. They don't want to be hanging around all the time, and then they become adults and doing their own thing. So a lot of times parents who definitely are married, they say, shoot, we are empty nesters now. We are traveling everywhere. We go here, there, here, there, here, there. We're not staying home. Shoot, we free. We raised y'all. Of course, you're never free of being a parent, but you know what I mean? Hey, we don't have kids in the house no more. So, hey, it is fun time again. We can go do whatever we want to do. So, yeah, definitely, your spouse. But you still love your children at the same time. Doesn't mean you dismiss your children or do whatever. But I'm not going to say, I'm going to disrespect my wife, for my children. No, I'm not. I'm going to make sure that I honor my wife and see to her, and you know what I'm saying? It's just a healthy balance, but because your wife is supposed to be your counterpart, right? But it's a little different, once again, if you don't have a spouse. Then your mindset may be a little different. I love it's my kids. Forget them and my kids. I'm like, well, them kids gonna leave you, then what? Then what? But, shout out to them. Shout out to them. But, when your kids grow up, I'm telling you, they gonna leave you high and dry and not even thinking about you.